Well, it looks like the Neffs Pool is about to get torn up. They're tearing out the drainage pipes around the side. Looks like they're getting ready to tear down the buildings. And this is where I spent every summer of my life down here in this pool. It was one of the greatest times ever. Anybody that was a part of this knows what I'm talking about. And it's obviously, it's an end of an era, but we're glad their township owns it and is preserving it. But there are a lot of great memories that are down here. And, you know, sad to see it go, but it's, I guess it's progress. So that's it. Here's what the pool looks like. The pump house is gone. They have knocked down the walls down to about 3 feet below level. They're jackhammering the middle. They started putting stuff into the deep end. The bathhouse is gone. And next up is the place where they sold all the candy and all that stuff. That's coming down as well.
Here we are. This is my brother Andy Schneck, my little brother, and I'm Darlene Schneck, and we're going to go back to Neffs Valley Park to see what it looks like after the township has worked on the former pool area. Say it again.
Over there's the timeout bench that you would sit on when you got in trouble at the pool. The lifeguards would make you sit on it until I guess they felt like you could go back in the pool. But I may or may not have been on the timeout bench, but it's still there, and now they have it down here at the disc golf course.
So this really did exist. Like, this was like the punishment bench.
Yep.
Like, what did you have to do to get in the timeout bench?
What do you have to do to get on it? Run around, not listen. I don't know, dive in areas you weren't supposed to, do stupid things.
Did you ever do things like that?
Never. No, never.
Oh, come on.
I may have sat on it. The other thing that they would make you do is, if I remember correctly, they make you do like the spider crawl, like on your hands and knees, or your feet backwards on the macadam. Have to walk around like that.
And the haunt macadam.
Yeah, that was punishment for not listening.
And who did that? The hoodnicks?
No, the lifeguards.
Oh, the lifeguards.
Yeah, the lifeguards did that.
That's really great, because look at it. It's like hand painted.
Yeah, everybody will remember that. There's a lot of people that sat on that bench.
And where did it actually sit?
It was just right around the edge of the pool. You know, they had those chairs or those benches all around the edge of the pool.
Oh my gosh, this is so weird walking in here. Oh, Andy, I can't handle this.
It's surreal.
Wait. Like, this is like nuts.
It's like it never existed. When you stand down here now, it's like, it's actually kind of emotional because, you know, our whole childhood was spent here every day. You know, everybody lived in Neffs and the surrounding area. Everybody was down here, and now you come and it's as if it never existed. It's just it's just a thought anymore. So, you know, a lot of people's lives. This was it for the summer, and now it's just a grass lot.
Gosh. And they still have the candy stand up. Do you think they might save it?
No.
No?
I believe what they're doing is I think they need to get a permit to take the stuff down that's over top of the creek.
I feel weird. I feel weird walking on this like we're walking on water. It's like I can't handle this.
Yeah, it is. It's surreal. I mean, the diving boards were probably...
Oh my gosh, I really can't handle this. I feel like I'm going to fall through the earth.
Well, you're not. But the diving boards are probably right here. Like you're standing, like if you're on the diving board, this is where you would have been. And now it's not. Yeah, it's crazy to think about, you know, what was here and what's gone. And then the middle of the pool that we all loved, the dock, where everybody climbed up, and then you would try to splash the women that were trying to stay dry, bringing their little kids out. So we'd all jump off the dock and splash people and swim away.
When you say the dock, you mean like the raft?
We called
it the raft.
You called it the raft? I think we called it the dock. Yeah. So we're about the middle of the pool here. It's about where it was. It was like 4 feet deep. And
this is where Dad almost drowned.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because the water, remember he was saying the water level was higher and he jumped off back in the
Somebody had
1940s.
to pull him out.
He crawled on top of another guy.
Well, I guess we wouldn't be here if they didn't pull him out.
Exactly.
But yeah, this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. You know,
Wow.
lifeguard over there. Then we had another third one over there. I think they even had a fourth one over here at one point. But yeah, now it's just a grass field. It's part of a disc golf course now.
And there used to be people sunbathing back there with their transistor radios.
Yeah,
And
the tree branches went all the way down to the ground, and the fence went up to the street. I remember from the house, you could see people stop and climb over the fence sometime to get in for.
they climb in for free.
Yeah, climb over the fence. Where all the cool kids hung out, so you weren't allowed there.
Oh yeah, that was kind of like the cool kids were at the back of the fence. Yeah, I never was back there. Wow, this is
It feels
really
very weird, doesn't it?
It feels really weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like I'm literally standing on water.
Yeah, it's
Like this doesn't feel right. It feels very unnatural.
Yeah, the first time I walked down, when it came down after they had filled it in, like it was completely gone because they jackhammered it, they broke all the sides in, and then they just came with truckload after truckload after truckload of fill and just kept filling it in and took it over up to the edge and, you know, put topsoil on it and then seeded it. And came down and looked at it. I can't believe our whole youth was gone. This is the best part of summer. Open at 12:30, close at 7:30. You'd come down and after lunch, you go home and eat. You come back at night, and then on weekends, you know, you'd be back. I think they were only up until 7 on the weekends, but this was our life, and it was fun. So you thought about memory. So the YMCA, they had the day camp here, and they would bus them up. They come up the street and go down into, I don't know, the area down here with the picnic area, and they drop them off. They do, I guess, have lunch and do all their snacks and crafts, and then they would come into the pool. And you know, they were just kids we didn't know, but they were part of what we saw every day. And sometime in the afternoon, they would come over loudspeaker and say, "Can I have attention, please? Will all the YMCA day campers please leave the pool?" And we would all cheer, like,
Because then the pool was all yours.
yeah. I don't know. It didn't mean anything, but we always cheered when they left. And then the YMCA took over for a while until, you know, they stopped running the pool, and then the township bought it.
Wow.
So yeah, the snack stand, the candy stand, because we weren't allowed to have snacks during before dinner. You know, you wreck your meal. So I get on my bike and I'd ride down here and ride to the backside, and I'd buy candy when I was hungry. So
Yeah.
I don't know if Mom knew that, but it didn't really matter because it was a place you'd come down with 25 cents, 50 cents, get a bunch of Swedish fish or gobstoppers or whatever, and get a snack whenever you wanted.
You could get a lot of candy for 25 cents back then.
It was a penny. It was 1 cent. The food was on that side, and I think this was closed, and the penny candy was on this side.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So, yeah, this was my snack. This is for my snack time. And then the creek. We spent a lot of time in the creek, friends and I, crayfish and tadpoles and stuff, riding our bikes to the creek. Part of the creek is actually there's concrete in the bottom because they put some concrete along the edges, I think just to help with erosion. It's like all along here, so I don't know if they're going to pull it out in the remediation, but
It's
you can
beautiful.
see it. But yeah, I don't ever remember the creek going dry. I don't do you?
ever remember the creek going dry
I don't.
either.
Yeah, it gets lower, but with the springs that feed it, they they're always going. So it's a great creek. It's always always has life in it. But yeah, part of it over on the other side is actually I think it has a concrete bottom to it. So we used to ride our bikes in it. And one day I was riding my bike in it, and the fork of my bike broke and it fell into the creek. But that's that's part of the process.
They came home all wet and dirty.
Yeah. And then when they used to have the company picnics down here, there was a pavilion here. They had music. and they play volleyball. So I would ride my bike down at nighttime or afternoon or whatever, sit around until somebody asked me if I wanted to play. So, you know, it's just, you know, I guess if I bothered them enough, they'd let me play. So now
you were down here more than I realized.
I was down here.
I mean,
a lot.
I was down here a lot, but I'm 12 years older than you, so we were not down here at the same time exploring these woods.
Right. Yeah, you spent a lot of time down here too.
Yeah.
But the now it's an 18-hole disc golf course. They just made it 18 holes. It gets used a lot. It's the people that are taking care of it are doing an excellent job, and it's really turned into a nice park. So part of this is concrete a little farther up. I think this is where you would pull clay.
Yes, this is where I got a
off the
lot of
banks.
clay off the banks. There's so much clay here. That's why you have the artesian wells here, because the clay keeps the water trapped. So that you have water bubbling up back in this area over here. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
right around the side.
really,
over here.
really swampy back there. Oh, I used to love coming down here.
Oh yeah. I mean, they took a lot of trees down now.
Yes, I can tell that they've taken some down.
There's a lot that were just, you know, it was time for it to come down, for the township to put them down and open things up.
So what is this thing now? What have they done here?
That's for erosion.
Okay.
And as they've done construction, that's just to protect erosion into the stream.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, this is the part here that's really, really swampy.
Yeah.
I mean, look at those cattails in there. Dad and I were walking back in there. See, that's where Nathaniel Stahley, when this was Stahley's Dam, he actually diverted the water through a chute.
Yeah, this is where there's not coming up right now, but it's one of the pump systems.
Oh, yeah. You can see it there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they're waiting for permits to take the buildings down because like EPA type of issues or DP, whatever.
We're trying to figure out what that building is because it's built right over the water. So why did they do that?
It has like wooden joists, like the floor of it's wood.
Okay.
So, you know, I don't know how stable it really is. It's really not that stable, I guess, anymore.
And this is the old bathroom.
Yeah,
right?
so I think Dad had talked about this. But they played volleyball down here. They had lighted courts. And
you remember that?
yeah, so I would ride my bike down here to when they were playing because I wanted to join in, and sometimes I did. And then this is also where we would go sled riding and start at the top of the hill and try to make it down these hills here. Now they left the bathrooms. I don't know if they're going to. I mean, they've got to be connected to a septic system, so I don't know if they left them up because they're going to try to refurbish them at some point. Right now, I would say they're a bit of disrepair, to say the least.
Yeah. This is just freaky.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. So you know where the bathhouse was, and the fence came right down in front
Yeah.
of these trees.
This, again, I just feel like I'm walking into a pool. Like I shouldn't be doing this. This feels so wrong.
Yeah, this is right here's where the bathhouse was.
Yeah, the bathhouse was right here.
I mean, it's a big area.
It's a huge area.
I think the pool was 70 yards long and 40 yards wide. So that was you know, it's a lot of coverage out here, and so
To think that this was all a pool.
yeah.
And there were yelling and screaming people just having the time of their lives here.
Well, and if you heard the diving boards go off at night, the Hootnicks could hear it because it was just kind of quiet down
the
here.
spring of the
You'd hear
boing,
boing,
boing.
boing. You'd hear it bang, and they could tell if somebody jumped a fence and was swimming.
You mean at night when it was closed?
Yeah.
People would do that?
Yeah, once in a while. Yep.
Oh my gosh. This is just so wild being down here. I love this, but I'm kind of freaked out by it at the same time.
There's Adam playing disc golf. He's walking in the back there.
So what are they going to do with the big open area pool area? Is that part of the disc
Well,
golf?
they were talking about possibly a community garden. They talked about some other things with like playgrounds or splash pads. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's anything definitive. I think right now it's probably a wait and see what they do at some of the other parks. So there's nothing specific.
Let's go say hi to Adam.
You're a little late. Find it. Oh, that's right there too.
Hey there, nephew.
How we doing, Aunt Darlene?
Yeah, making another video.
Like it.
Do you know that some of this is concreted in here?
No, I didn't know that some of this was concreted in here. I don't remember seeing concrete in here. I don't want to walk where the stickers are. I'm going to walk up here. Look at this. Look at this here, Andy. Gosh, it's so beautiful. What are you doing in the Coplay Creek, Andy?
So yeah, this is all concrete in the bottom of the creek here.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I wonder why.
I don't know if they had extra concrete or something, but you can feel the whole bottom of it. It's got cement in it.
Wow.
And it goes up to this section right here. So this, yeah, we right up.
That I did not know. I don't think I ever actually walked in the water in that section right there. That's crazy. I walked
On the
more
other
back
side,
in here. Yeah,
that
I would
has-
walk back in here where the trails were.
Yeah.
That's where I used to get the clay that I made those
I think
clay
I
things
think
with.
on the edge on the other side there is where there's that.
It must have been Nathaniel Stahley that did that when he was diverting the creek.
Oh, maybe it went.
You think it was more recent?
Could have went. No, I mean, maybe it went underground or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this is.
No, see, I don't remember seeing any. No, there's rocks there. So it's just down there, that it's concreted.
The stuff that you dug out, the clay. That was in the sides over there.
Yeah, that was a little bit further up where there were a lot of clay deposits along the side. I wonder if we could still walk back in there. Can you still walk back in the woods?
They have a disc golf hole that goes back into the woods.
Oh.
Because there's two sections. There's a little tributary that comes in from up at Curtis Schneck's old farm, and then comes right along and just feeds in right over here.
Oh wow, look at that. That's just so cool.
Yeah.
Look, you can see the
middle of
Neffs.
the
You can see the
baseball
Neffs Church steeple up there. Such a great park.
Well, it's nice that the township bought it because now they can, preserve it and keep it as open land. The township doesn't really have any other parks that have mature trees.
I know.
And with the stream running through here, I mean, that's an awesome property. So
Well, this stream has so much history. I mean, there was in the 1800s a brick factory somewhere along the creek here, probably close to the Neffs Valley Road. And in the 1700s, there was a sawmill somewhere.
a sawmill here.
A sawmill. Peter Schlosser.
Wow. Not bad for an old guy. Are you going to 6? Oh!
Oh man, I haven't been back in these woods since the 1970s. I don't think I'm gonna get across all of
You
this.
can walk across this. But this is just from Curtis Schneck's old farm.
You mean where Curtis Schneck was born?
Is that where he was born?
Yeah, because his parents, Leona and Paul Schneck, lived up there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
so
remember
in
this.
probably like 1984, there had to be a tornado that came through. You remember that?
There was a tornado. Yes, it was in the 80s. A tornado came through here and knocked down all the really big trees.
Took out the bridge. It took out trees all through here. I mean, it really devastated a lot of the big trees, and they had people coming in and taking them out.
Yeah.
I don't think they really.
You remember that?
Yeah, because we would come. Yeah, because we were down here all the time. Their guys were pulling trees out of here, trying to get it cleaned up. But they were just laying over top of each other. I mean, that's what,
it was terrible.
some of these are probably that you see still laying here from that storm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's amazing how much water comes out of just this one.
No, it is. Is this a spring from up at? This is a spring from up at that farm up there. So this flows into the Coplay Creek.
Yes.
It meets the creek down there.
And you can see the bank there. That's clear along there, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think so. It's, yeah, you can see that. It's kind of, you see that? It
like
looks
a little muddy-ish.
Yeah, it looks, it's a strange kind of color, whereas, you know, regular gravel just looks like dirt. But over there you can see the clay.
It's kind of like mud, but it's...
Yeah, it's a really neat kind of a feel.
But yeah, I mean, this doesn't ever go dry either.
I know, it's amazing. That's why the early settlers wanted us to be here.
I mean,
This was like a ever-flowing fresh stream. And before them, the Native Americans, the Lenape. This was sacred areas to them.
and the
Source of all life.
water used to go through that. There's a channel and tube right there that you can see the concrete on top. That's what the bridge used to go over top of.
Oh, okay.
And then wash that away. But there's another concrete
Oh yeah, there's a
base
concrete
here too.
thing.
I don't know what this is from. Again, it's another. I mean,
Well, I do remember there being some sort of a structural bridge over here that you could actually walk over. You didn't have to use like those blocks to
I really thought
walk
it went
over.
through there. But yeah, now it's a hole for the disc golf. So it's nice because it really gets used.
Oh, so the woods get used as
Yeah,
disc
they
golf.
have a disc golf hole in there. As you can see, number 4.
So the township needs to put like a real bridge in here so that
I
people.
suppose they're going to do something. They've been doing a lot of work on it now.
Wow.
The guy that was just down there, he does a lot. There's another guy who has a son, Cole Kresge, that's like a nationally ranked youth player that plays down here. He just lives up the road. So it really gets used by a lot of really good people that are really into disc golf. So, you know, it has I think it has a good reputation now that it has 18 holes and people have been coming out. It's,
Yeah.
you know, so it's not just sitting here. It's getting used.
Exactly.
And I'd rather them not put in any type of splash pad or anything like that. Keep it more natural.
Yeah.
Put up some pavilions and stuff. So
Yeah.
that people can just come down here and enjoy it.
Right. So they still have this part of the fence up.
Yeah, they put this up when they were filling in. Like, there's the hill back here used to have a sharper drop off.
Yeah, I remember you saying they filled that in.
And there was a lot of fill that they put in here, and then they put this up just to. They took the rest of the old fence down.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good view. Look at this. Wow. And then right up there is your house.
That's how you know if it's time to come home from the playground, because that's where you'd be after the pool.
Yeah, you live long enough and things just cycle around, and everything, your childhood, everything you remember from your childhood is gone and obliterated. Just like the trees that used to be around your house.
Yeah.
They're all gone. But the house is still there. Some things still remain. What did you just say?
Said, do you want a piece of the pool?
Oh my goodness, Andy.
There's some of the floor we took out when they demolished it. I thought, well, you know, for old time's sake, you know, we saved a couple pieces.
Well, thank you for the memories, Andy.
Now they're good memories.
Good memories.
Yeah,
The best. All
they
right.
were great, but they're just memories now. Alright, let's see you dive. Now let's see you swim the right way. Let's see you swim the right way. He doesn't. Swim the right way. Alright, let's see you dive off the diving board. Ow. How'd that feel? That was good.
Okay, now you proved that you can do that. Andy, how do you do that?
Try to do that and spin.
360. That is swimming? No, stay here. You can't do it.
Hey.
I can make it to the dock in
I'm
one
waiting.
How far is he gonna try to go?
You're gonna collision.
How far is he gonna try to go? Oh, he's gonna hit his head. Oh, yeah! Look. Let me try.
Lean forward a little. Do a cannonball. One more time, okay? One more time. Ready?
Hold on. Just 1 second.
Hey, wow. You go the back. I'll do you one more time.
Yeah!
Alright, I'm done. So is it ready? Time to go home?
Yes.
You guys like coming to the pool?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I won't tape at them. You like coming? Is this your favorite part of the summer?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
The beaches.
The beaches? Well, if you're not at the beach, how old are you?
6.
How old are you? You're 7.
10.
Hopefully the pool will still be here in the next couple years. There's the bathing beauty. Why don't you look at me and smile? The bathing beauty.
Dad.
You guys ready to go?
Like this.
You guys ready to go home?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I'm ready. Bye-bye. I'm leaving. See ya. Bye. See ya.